Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to Upon This Rock. Before we get into today's games, which is Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge, Middlesbrough at home at London Road, we have a highlight package of the game that we missed, which was against Newcastle United at London Road, and here it is. So this is how we lined up against Newcastle in the league. We've got Tatsaranu in goal, Kingsley, Rekic, Baldwin and Wisdom at the back, Lorente and Hurahan in the middle, Lookman, Teixeira and Snodgrass as the attacking three, and Dwight Gale came back in for his first game of the season. Newcastle, very, very strong side. Krull in goal, Gibbs, Lascelles, Anita and Kerr in the Aja in the middle, Nabry, Pastore, Manur at front. So a very, very strong Newcastle side. Michel now over to Pastore, but Rekic picks the ball up there and he's just going to play it very, very comfortably away to Lorente. Rekic and Lorente really being patient here with their play, launching it forward up to Caicedo, who came on for Dwight Gale, who had an injury as well. Caicedo's coming in, but what a hit. Unlucky from the young chap there. Snodgrass into a Hurahan, back to Snodgrass, into Teixeira, but Pastore picks the ball up over to Visser. Visser now is going to launch the ball. Lovely ball over to Nabry. Nabry one-on-one, but Tatsaranu saves the lovely little save there by Tatsaranu. Hanley again launching it up to Pastore, but Forrester, lovely interception there into Caicedo. Caicedo over to Leo on this right-hand side. Leo, lovely ball in. Caicedo into Teixeira, and that's 1-0 to the Posh. Lovely goal there. Lovely flowing move from the boys. Teixeira finishes off a great counter-attack. Snodgrass with a free kick. Over to Wisdom, into Leo. Leo, but Krull stands tall at the near post. Krull launches the ball forward up to Nabry. Leo heads on to Caicedo. Caicedo into Zhao. Zhao, is he going to take his man on? He does. He finds Conor Hurahan, and that's 2-0 to the Posh. Lovely, again, lovely counter-attacking move there from the boys. Picked up the second ball and moved forward. Plays it forward to Caicedo, into Teixeira. Teixeira tries to find a Hurahan, but it's a poor pass. Hanley now launching it forward yet again, but Kingsley's there. Snodgrass takes over control of the ball into Teixeira. Teixeira's going to beat his man into Snodgrass. Snodgrass into Caicedo, the young buck from Argentina, and that is his first goal of the season. Lovely finish there from Caicedo, and that ends Peterborough United 3, Newcastle 0. Great win after a very bumpy start to the season for Peterborough United. And this is the team that is going to go against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We've got Tatsaranu in goal, Eric Durm holding Baldwin and Lukaku at the back, Fossum in the ball-winning midfielder role, Marcos Lorente in the deep line playmaker role. Escobar comes back in after his recent injury as the the advanced playmaker. Andreas Pereira, João Teixeira and Caicedo up front. On the bench, Wisdom, Rekic, Hurahan, Forrester, De Silva Lopez, Snodgrass and Jason Cummins. So, both times we've played Chelsea, we have been absolutely destroyed. As it says there in the odds, we are 10-1 favourites to win this game. 10-1. Wouldn't mind putting a cheeky little pound on that if we could win today. Chelsea find themselves in 8th with 15 points. We are in 11th with 11 points. Everton, Middlesbrough and Southampton find themselves in the bottom 3, and we are currently 9 points ahead of that. So very, very okay start to the season. Chelsea line up as the wow, okay, cool. Very, very big, strong team. So Courtois still there. They've got Alonso, De Vrij, Zuma and Haizag, however you say that, at right back. He's a very good right back anyway. Kante and João Mario in the middle. Gaitan, Oscar and Willian as the attacking three, and then Kevin Volland up front. What a team they have assembled. Not many English players. I don't think they've got no English players in their team, and no English players on their bench. Wow, very, very big thing. So let's see if we can pick up where we left off last time. I'm not expecting it, to be fair, because we are playing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Bit of a fortress. So let's see how we get on. We are playing in our neon yellow or neon green, kicking from right to left. Chelsea in their famous blue and white, kicking from left to right. Tatsaranu with the first highlight of the game. Baldwin now playing it from the back into Lukaku, into Teixeira in that shadow striker role, into Andreas Pereira. He's got surrounded by people. Kante does play like he's two men. Teixeira again into Lukaku on this left-hand side, taking on his man at right back, Heisei, but gets tackled. Oscar now is going to try and launch a counter-attack. Willian driving forward on that right hand side. Lukaku dives into a tackle, and a mixture of Durm and the two centre backs getting the ball away. Calido shot on goal. Courtois saves it. I think to the left or to the right of Courtois could have been a little bit tricky for him. Willian again being very adventurous down this right hand side, and Volland is there. 1-0 to Chelsea. Willian is causing us absolute terrors down that left hand side, and it's Chelsea 1, Peterborough United 0 after 10 minutes. And yeah, we need something that can combat that explosive pace that Willian has got down that right hand side. No one can get anywhere near him. Willian whips the ball in. Kevin Volland's there, and it's Chelsea 1, Peterborough United 0. Lukaku does get the ball away to João Mario though. João Mario into Kante, into Heising. Heising launching the ball forward to Gaitan, and that's 2-0 to Chelsea. Eric Durm not doing enough on that right back spot to get in front of Gaitan and really causing problems there. And it was just a massive diagonal ball there across to Gaitan, and he just loops the ball. And Tatsuano should have done a little bit better. Firmer fist on that, firmer hand on that. Could have pushed it away. But I think at half-time we might change to the 4-2-3-1. Square up Chelsea shape-wise and see how we get on. Because it's been in a fairly even game, to be fair, but they've just had two very, very good opportunities to score. So who do we take off? Llorente's not having the best of games. So let's take Llorente off on that right-hand side. Let's bring Snodgrass on. We've got Pereira, Teixeira and Snodgrass behind Calido now up top, and let's see what we can do in this second half. As I said, I think we have been fairly unlucky because it has been an even game from the start. So they've had six shots, we've had 7, 4 on target for them, 3 on target for us. We've had a little bit more possession and pass completion about 80% as well. So it's been an even game. But we've just been a little bit unlucky with how the goals have come by. So hour gone, second half, since we've changed shape and we've matched Chelsea up, nothing's really happened. We have limited them to those 2 chances, but they have taken them with aplomb. 20 minutes to go. Let's see if we can go ever so slightly attacking. Last 10 minutes now. Second half has been really, really boring. We have stifled them ever so slightly, and nothing's really happened in this second half, and that's going to be it. Durm now out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to try and launch the ball in, but Lukaku gets the ball out. Willian picks up the ball, and that's the full-time whistle. Chelsea 2, Peterborough United 0. A better second half for us, but actually the damage was done all in the first half. We go on, we go again. Haven't really lost anything from the bottom 3 at all. Still 9 points clear, but big game coming up against Middlesbrough in the next few days at London Road. Fingers crossed we can get 3 points against them. So 2 scorelines from the Sunday kickoff. Southampton beat Everton and they leapfrog them. They're now on 4 points. Everton dropped down to 19th. And a massive victory for Liverpool, beating Bournemouth 7-2. So it won't do Bournemouth's goal difference any good. Anyway, enough for the chat. Let's get straight on to the game against Middlesbrough. So we are back at home at London Road against Middlesbrough. This is the team we're going for. We're going back to the 4-2-3-1. We're going to go for Tataranu, Lukaku, Baldwin, Holding and Durm at the back. Fossum and Escobar in the middle. Pereira, Teixeira and Snodgrass as the front 3. And Jason Cummings comes back into the team. See if he can pick up a few goals for himself. Middlesbrough find themselves in 20th in the league. We are favourites 5-4. They are 7-4. And yeah, looking very, very much so for 3 points in this game. Let's see their team. So still got Adama Traore and Gaston Ramirez, Adam Clayton, Fisher as a midfield 4. Jordan Rhodes is up top, and on the bench they've got Klukas, who is in real life at Hull. Forshaw still there, Forestieri. So very, very strong. I would say a strong Championship side, but very, very iffy Premier League team, and we should beat them. Fingers crossed. I want to say let's get revenge for what happened last time. Not a clue what happened last time, but generally it works as a team talk. And let's get straight into the game. We're kicking from left to right in our blue and white. They're in their traditional red and white, going from right to left. Let's see who picks up the first highlight, and it's going to be us. Escobar now in the middle of midfield, over to Fossum. Fossum into João. João into Pereira, into Cummings. Cummings to Snodgrass, and Snodgrass just hits it wide on the diagonal. Lovely build-up play there from the boys. And Snodgrass just pulling his chance a little bit wide, unfortunately for us. 10 minutes before half-time. And it's Adama Traore with a corner over to trying to find someone in the middle, but Teixeira picks up that ball. Loose ball, driving forward over to Jason Cummings. Going to take on his man. He does. A little bit wide, tries a shot, but didn't have the angle at all. Trying to force it a little bit there, Jason was. But nothing to come to. Pereira now with a corner. We know how good his delivery is. And Baldwin has scored. Pereira's delivery is absolutely first class from corners and free kicks. And Baldwin there, near post. Lovely little header. And that's 1-0 to the Posh just before half-time, which is just when you want to score. Pereira now, there we go. Lovely delivery. Baldwin gets ahead of two defenders. Keeper in a little bit of a no-man's land. And that puts us 1-0 up just before half-time. Fantastic to see. A little bit, we need more of the same. You played well, so let's continue what we're doing. And there is a lot more to come from you. Let's make sure that we do not let this slip, because we have in the past. We've been in the lead in the some previous games, and we have let it slip. Don't want that to happen today, especially with a team who is in 20th, bottom of the league, only picking up 2 points, minus 20 goal difference. We've picked up the shots on target and the overall shots as well, so that seems to be going really, really well. Jordan Rhodes, always a danger, into head, and that's now 1-1 coming into the hour mark. Clive Head, a regen for them. Little bit of a pinball in there when Jordan Rhodes tried to get the ball in. Let's see it again. Rhodes, Lukaku's got him good there, but it just hits, who's that there? Just hits Baldwin on the back of the heels, and Head just swivels, and it's 1-1 now. Unfortunately for us, they've come back into the game, and it takes them off the bottom of the league. 20 minutes to go. Come on, boys, let's go. Durham now. Into Snodgrass into O'Hurahan. The changes have been made. Durham now trying to whip that ball in, trying to find Kalido in the middle. Pereira gets caught on the ball, but Baldwin, lovely little header there. Out to Lookman into Fossum. Fossum into O'Hurahan, into Pereira. Lovely ball into Kalido. Oh, but that's a great chance. But I think Kemp just did enough to put him off there. Bond now with the subsequent goal kick. Highlight straight after the highlight for us. Baldwin heads the ball out into Lookman. Lookman into O'Hurahan. Fossum. It's a little bit crowded in there. Pereira's trying to get the ball under his feet, but Klukas launches the ball up to Head. Head into Forestieri. Forestieri makes it 2-1 to Middlesbrough. And yet again, we have let this lead slip. Not happy at all. Why is this happening to us every single game? Head, lovely ball into Forestieri. And Forestieri just got behind Jack Baldwin, and he puts them 2-1 up. And changes just haven't been made. Well, changes have been made, but they've not done the job. Adama Traore whipping the ball in. And we give away a penalty. And it's going to possibly be 3-1 to Middlesbrough. It was a game we needed to win. We're just not at the races at the minute at all. But here we go. Gaston Ramirez stepping up and launches it straight down the middle. And we are now only 6 points clear of the relegation zone. Middlesbrough launched themselves forward into 18th and back in to the relegation scrap against us. Gaston Ramirez just puts it down the middle. And that's 3-1 to Middlesbrough. But we recycle the ball. Kalido back up top. Taking the ball down into Fossum. Fossum into Pereira. Lovely ball into Snodgrass. But Snodgrass straight at the goalkeeper. Not doing enough in that instance. Not doing enough when he gets into that position. Boys haven't really done well in this game. I expected us to lose against Chelsea, but not lose against Middlesbrough. And we're going to... That's 30 seconds to go now. Forshaw into Head. Head, he's going to try and find that ball into Forestieri again. Jack Baldwin not having the best of games today at all. Tatsuanu launches the ball forward, trying to find Lookman. Into Fossum, into Lukaku. Lukaku now is trying to come forward. Lookman into Fossum. And this is going to be it. It's going to be Peterborough United 1, Middlesbrough 3. 2 losses in this episode. We dominated the game, but they hit us on the break yet again. It's going to have to go back to the drawing board and just see exactly what is going on with our form. We've now lost 5 games this season, 3 wins, 2 draws, only 11 points. We are, as I said, only now 6 points clear of the relegation zone, and we come up against Everton and Norwich in the next 2 games. As you can see here, Everton and Norwich are going to be the next 2 games, and they're going to be the games that I'm going to bring you. So no break. We're going to go straight through the next episode, so you're not going to miss out on anything in the middle from that. 1 win in the league in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. 1 win in 6. We're not even picking up points. No, not even picking up draws here at the minute. So it's very, very worrying. And before I record the next episode, I'm going to go into some of the analytics and see exactly what it is that we're doing wrong. But we're going to come back, as I said, Everton away, Norwich at home. You're not going to miss out on anything going forward. That's it for this episode. Please do leave it a like if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content coming forward in the next weeks and months. And until next time when we play Everton and Norwich, I'll see you soon.